Alright, so I want to do a quick shootout. It's been a little while since I did one. I have these three amps that kind of do the same job. They're like a small, modest practice amp or studio amp, something that in a live application you could play in a small room or mic up and play in a larger room, but it's certainly not something that's push a ton of air by itself. So I wanted to kind of see how they stack up because I like them all for what they are. And I'm sure that I'm not going to be terribly surprised about how they rate in terms of quality. I don't think there will be any shocking results, but I want to kind of see like how big the differences are, rather, and what the differences kind of seem to be. And I'm sure other people have done this, but I'm going to do mine now. So the three amps I'm comparing are, and I like these all, again. I've got a little, like on the very low end, the starter grade Keith Urban 15 watt, just practice amp. In the middle, I've got a Fender Champ XD, which is a hybrid, solid state and tube amp. And then on the upper end is a Fender Blues Jr, just very typical kind of just small workhorse tube amp, gig worthy tube amp, and that is for instance the one that I take to small room, medium room kind of gigs when I have an amp. So this is just an American strat, and I'm just going to play. I'm not going to do a whole big pickup switching thing. I'm just playing a lick and some chords out of one of my songs on the middle pickup of this strat, and just tried to set these amps up in kind of neutral settings, not really trying to dial them in per se, not trying to match them, but just what happens if you just put everything at at 12 o'clock and let her rip. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so like I said, I don't think those results are shocking. I think it pretty much goes as you'd expect. And also, like I said, I stand by that for what they are at the price points they represent. Those three amps definitely are worth it in my book. They meet or exceed expectations. I would say exceed expectations in each case. And certainly that Keith Urban amp is one that I would recommend to any beginner because it's dirt cheap. You can find them used for 40, 50 bucks, and really just does the job. You're gonna sit down, you're gonna get inspired, you're gonna get your heart into it, and you're gonna achieve liftoff, as it were. The Champ XD is, I've had a bunch of these sort of hybrid solid state tube amps pass through my hands, and it is, in my personal opinion, it's my favorite of them, with a close second being the Vox version of the same idea. I just think that this is a slightly better sound, has a slightly more usable options in the models that, again, just are kind of inspiring. So if I were in a cover band wanting to get some amps, some quick amp switching, it's a good one for that, to just kind of mix your tone up a little bit. The Blues Jr, that's my gigging amp for small and medium size gigs when I'm playing electric guitar. I love it. It's easy to use. It's easy to get a good sound. It's really responsive, really warm, and gives me exactly what I'm looking for. So go ahead and comment if you have something that you think exceeds expectations, or is worth a look out there. And until next time.